And good morning world, it's 8:30 in the morning on the 12th of November. The Mercury retrograde is now a thing of the past, and we should all be collectively starting to find that as of yesterday, and certainly as of today, that the oil is beginning to permeate through into the cogs again, and that there's movement and that there's a degree of flexibility coming into things. And over the coming week, we should start seeing that communications begin to get generally a little bit more orderly. Finally, Mercury retrograde's over, and it's been a real stinker, one of the hardest ones I've ever remembered. Today's not a bad day, really. There's not what I call major challenges in the sky. Yes, Venus is conjunct Pluto, and this is the big thing over the coming 4 or 5 days. Venus is what you appreciate and enjoy. It's what turns you on. It's what you find of value and worth. Whereas Pluto, especially in Capricorn, is all about transformation and regeneration of value and of structure. So with Venus conjunct Pluto, it seems that there's a question going on around what it is that people find of value more in the outside world. And with Venus Pluto square Uranus, there's going to be a lot of issues arising in the next couple of days in personal relationships around boundaries, structures, and personal independence. That's going to be coming up over the next couple of days, big time. Especially tomorrow, when the moon in the sky will pass over Uranus. But that's later in the day tomorrow, about another 36 hours time. Today the moon is at the end of Pisces. It's coming up to trine the sun around about 2:30 in the afternoon UK time, after which it will go void. And then we will have a void moon in the sky from about, I don't know, 2:30 this afternoon UK time through to perhaps 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning UK time tomorrow morning, when the moon moves into Aries. So we've got about, I don't know, a sort of 16, 18 hour void moon coming up later today. I was dealing with a client yesterday, and they were asking me about the difference between my readings and the readings they've had previously, which was with a Vedic astrologer. Vedic astrology, it originates in the Indian subcontinent, and it works for people in India the majority of the time. And the reason it works for them and Western astrology doesn't is because Indian people and people in the Indian subcontinent generally are not as materially well off as people in the West. Because of this, they've been born into a lifetime where poverty, or at least paucity, is more the norm. As a result, the attitude over the millennia has formed that if I suffer enough this life, then my next life will be better, giving rise to karma. And out of that comes words like destiny and fate, all of which does seem to bear a big role in Vedic astrology. Whereas I, who are practicing more Western astrology, choose not to work with words like karma, fate and destiny, but instead with words like free will, choice and self-determination. I don't particularly like Vedic astrology simply because you read any decent Vedic astrology book and it will say, yes, Mars in Scorpio or Mars in the 8th house is a bad position. It brings a difficult love life or whatever. And I'm thinking, no, it doesn't. This is old 19th and 20th century dogmatism still coming into 21st century astrology. And also in Vedic astrology, they're not fans of using the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. It works. I'm not going to knock it because I know it works. But it's a bit like traditionalist astrology in the UK and Europe. It belongs more in the past. And it's not something that's going to make a big deal in the future. I do see it declining and a more humanist form of astrology becoming the norm. So, would I recommend going to a Vedic astrologer? Well, by all means, if you really want to, but then do go and see a Western astrologer as well. Right, that's it for today. Catch you later. Enjoy the rest of the day. Have a good one. The moon's in Pisces. It should be all right most of today. Catch you later. Bye.